Good morning, students and staff. Today is Thursday, April 22nd. It is a day one. Please stand for the playing of our national anthem, followed by a moment of silent reflection. Please be seated. We'd like to start by acknowledging that we're on the traditional territories of the Wendat, the Haudenosaunee, and Anishinaabe peoples whose presence here continues to this day. We'd also like to acknowledge that this is the treaty lands of the First Nations of the Williams Treaty and thank them and other Indigenous peoples for sharing this land with us. We'd also like to acknowledge the Chippewas of Georgina Island First Nation as our closest Indigenous community and our partners in education. We acknowledge this land and the people because the first step to reconciliation is recognizing the existence of Indigenous peoples. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission of Canada calls to action numbers 62 and 63 speak to the significance of education as a key to reconciliation. A shared understanding of how our collective past brought us to where we are today will help us walk together into a better future. So, good morning, Stonebridge, and happy Thursday. We hope that you continue to be well and continue to think about what it is that you can do to be successful in your learning environments, your virtual learning environments, but also what it is that you could do to care for your mental health and well being. Today, on April 22nd, we are going to commemorate Earth Day. And Earth Day is a day where we reflect on how it is that we may be connecting to our local nature spaces, actively monitoring our waste and energy consumptions, and taking time to reflect on what it is that we need to do to be better carers for the land, carers for the earth, and environmental stewards and leaders. And so we know that today we are going to be thinking about the earth and thinking about what it is that we can do to reflect on our actions to better care for the earth. But each and every day, while we are on this planet, we know that we need to be reflecting on what it is that we can do to care for the land. And, part of our reflections is also understanding that the Indigenous peoples who continue to be here today and were the original caretakers of this land um, were stewards of this land, and we have a lot to learn around how it is that we can continue to care for the earth through an Indigenous way and through Indigenous perspectives as well. And so we encourage you today to reflect on what it is that you may be able to do to care for the earth, but also it's a great way for you to get outside and spend some more time outside, as we know that we are all spending a little bit more time indoors. And so we hope that you continue to get outside and be active. Those are all of the announcements for today. Have a fantastic Thursday.